Hi, this is Tanya with Fab Faith Life, and I'm back today. I pray you are doing well, you're safe, your family's all well, and in the midst of everything that's going on, that you're encouraged. You're encouraged that change is finally coming. Praying for the family of Mr. Floyd, praying for all those that knew him and loved him up close. We love him from a distance, but there are many who loved him up close. Praying for his children, that the Lord would just comfort them and give them peace and strength at this time, and even that they may be comforted in truly their loved one, Mr. George Floyd, has changed the world. The Lord has used this awful situation to impact the world. None of us can go back and say, well, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know there was a problem. I didn't know. I didn't know. You can't do that. It's on every TV station. It's on every radio station. It's all over YouTube. It's all over the social media. CEOs of big companies are talking and speaking out about it. They're donating big dollars to African American causes. We are in the spotlight as a whole community, people group, I think like never before in history. And if you would have told any one of us to say, man, who, when we were, sitting at watch meeting service on December 31st, or we were going to our, vision boards for this 2020, who could have predicted the year that we have seen? And I look back on this year and, there certain things are eternal truths. And some of those are God is always in control. God always knows what he's doing. God does not make mistakes. Those are eternally true, So, this COVID didn't catch him by surprise. He allowed that to happen. Through that, the whole world has been shut down. The stock market, the banking community, nobody predicted that, but God knew it was going to happen. And, we can say for most of us, we do pray for the families of those who've lost loved ones. And I will say, Black people, we got to take care of ourselves. We have got to do what we need to do to take care of ourselves. There are systematic problems, absolutely. There are neighborhoods that don't have fruits and vegetables and different things. Yes, absolutely. And we work to rectify those. But I also think, and I can talk about me personally, that's not my issue. I know I weigh way too much, way enough to put me in a high-risk category, but by the grace of God, I have thus far, up until now, hallelujah, the Lord has kept me. Hallelujah, glory. Hey, whew, pull it back in. But, getting back to what I was saying, I was like, we are high risk. And, there's a systematic side which needs to be addressed. But the other side of it is we know what we need to do. It's not a lack of information at this point. Unless you've been living under a rock, eating Popeye's fried chicken sandwiches every other day is not a good thing. And I don't eat them. I don't like them. I'm just saying I do not like them. Sorry, y'all. If y'all revoke my black card, sorry. But, we know that. We know putting sugar in everything from, spaghetti to, everything except for tomato-based things, because tomato, you do need a little bit of sugar to balance out the acidity of the tomatoes, so I understand that. But, the way we've been eating, that's the way we grew up eating. Our parents grew up that way. But, like we hear it said all the time, when you know better, do better. And I think many of you are like me. I don't need anybody to tell me what I need to do to be healthier. I know. I mean, we live in the information age. It's a Google search away. We know what to do. Now it's time for us to do it. So, on my side, I'm taking advantage of this opportunity by, being able to work from home. I'm working on myself with the help of the Lord. By my next birthday, girl, I'm gonna be cute. Okay, I'm already cute, but I'm just saying I'm gonna be, the size closer to what I need to be, and my health numbers will look better. Most importantly, can't do everything for being cute. So that's kind of my message is with all that the spotlight being on our community. Who knows? There may be job opportunities open up, business opportunities, all kind of things may come our way as a community. We may be treated better. All of those things, those external things that are outside of us as individual people. But what this will not change is the decisions that we make. We have got to make better decisions for ourselves, for our families and loved ones and friends, and for our community. So that's kind of my Black Lives Matter. They absolutely do matter. But, even if we never want to get in a point where they matter more to others than they matter to ourselves. So I just, I'm taking advantage of it. I started low carb keto a week ago, and with a lot of prayer and a plan, I'm working toward doing what I need to do, because you just never know, what opportunities may come, and you're not in a position to take advantage of them because you got health issues, So that's kind of my message for today. I want all people, but especially African American people, be encouraged. To those who are protesting, keep protesting keep protesting. But let's while we're protesting, let's work to get a plan about, what is it that we need to kind of move our community forward externally, those external things, opportunity, a seat at the table. Yes, those are external things, but let's work on the internal things as well so that the whole of us will be better, once we're not on the news every day, when companies are not sending money our way, we as a community will be in a better place. So I'm very encouraged. Like I said, the Bible talks of the heart of the ruler, leadership, those in authority, those in power are in his hand, and he turneth it as he will. Well, he's turned the heart of the world toward the African American community, the slave community, the descendants of slaves in America. The whole world's heart has been turned in our direction. Only God can do stuff like that. Only God can orchestrate those times. It's kind of almost like, and in the fullness of time, God has brought this about, So I'm hopeful. I want you to be hopeful. My nose running a little bit. Sorry. We continue to work, work and be wise and move forward with that. And I do want to show y'all my shirt today. For my big birthday, I had a big birthday a couple years ago, and I went to DC, road trip. I drove to DC, solo trip to DC, and I wanted to go to the African American History Museum, and I did. Loved it. I'm ready to go back because I got there. I think I got there about 2 or so, and yeah. So I went all through it, but it's like you can't. I want to go back because exhibits change, So DC Hall, I'm probably gonna be headed your way. But I designed this shirt a while ago, but I wore this shirt and I thought about it. I don't think I may have had it for sale on an old store, but I thought now is an appropriate time. Some of you may want to, have something like it, but I'll stand up and let you see it. But the message is, it says, I am Don't look at my robe. I am Black history. That's the message. And you know me, I'm a graphic designer, so I like real artsy things. It says, I am Black history. And this is the shirt that I wore to the African American History Museum. And that the thought I've designed some other shirts that says the same thing, I am Black history. And a lot of it, when I thought about that, you know, as an African American who is the descendant of so many generations of enslaved people, I never forget that what I'm doing, the opportunities that I have, that there were generations of other Black women, Black girls, who were talented, were creative, but they never had the opportunity to explore, engage, build, because they were enslaved. But the Lord has blessed me to be born in this time. And even all of us can say that we are here for such a time as this. And so I always think about that. You know, think about that. What I'm doing it for them, for those in my personal family history, your personal family history, who didn't have the opportunity. We owe it to them to take advantage of every opportunity that the Lord has blessed us to have. So this thought, I am Black history, you know, even I was there I was standing in the cold with many of you, freezing to almost death in January of, I guess that would have been 2009, I believe, when President Barack Obama was sworn in as the first African American president. I was there. You know, I was there, and the thought, I am Black history. Me, you know, we're all making Black history as we're living our lives in these modern times. And that's the inspiration behind this t-shirt design. I am Black history. So I'm going to make it available on my brand new Fab Faith Live shop. And you'll be able to go out and order this shirt. And I think I'm going to probably have it in a couple different color versions. But you'll be able to go and get yours. And it's going to be V-neck. This one, I don't think it's V-neck. It's just a little large. I like V-neck shirts. And so, yeah. And I am going to make sure it goes up to at least the 3X. I will tell you, because of COVID, the shipping, it may take a little bit longer to get to you. But it's going to be great when it does. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Talking to my people, talking to you all people, thank you for, all of those who are not part of the African American community, whether you're Caucasian, whether you're Asian, even Latino, whatever you are, Italian, French, German, whatever you are, and you just really, you've been living your life and you just, you're so head down that you just didn't realize all that had been going on to African Americans in this country. But you're woke now, you realize it, you're posting, you're challenging your friends and family. Thank you, we appreciate it. I especially want to say thank you to the church community, to the large Christian organizations, those, because the reality of it is, we know in this country, the evangelical, I don't even know how to describe it, because it's, within the thing that they call the evangelicals, there's some born again believers that are part of that. And those people, have always been on God's side, which is on the side of justice and everything. But even for them speaking out, bringing the issue to the forefront and recognition, thank you, keep it up, We're just, we're grateful for that, and I'm excited about what God is doing, for us and where we as a community are going. I'm proud to be African American. I'm proud of my parents, my grandparents. I don't know a whole lot about. I know who my great grandparents are, but I don't have a lot of stories about them. But I'm just proud of my family. I'm part of my friends. I'm part of my church family. I do go to a predominantly African American church. Anyone is welcome. But that's kind of we are the way we are in America. that is changing. But you know, I'm proud of that. Not for one day have I ever wanted to be anything other than what God made me to be, and that is an African American woman born in this time, you know. So I'm grateful for that. I pray you all stay safe. I want you to stay encouraged, stay in prayer, and yeah, don't forget, yeah, this video is gonna go on the YouTube channel. So make sure, I am restarting the Fab Faith Life YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting content more regularly. I'm going to be working on that. And yeah, just want to, you know, come out and put my little half a cent in, and that you will be encouraged. So until next time, this is Tanya with Fab Faith Life signing off. Bye-bye.